I'm getting that you're having a lot of vivid dreams, and it's particularly with only one person that you can remember, and it's like very passionate. It's like I see a lot of water, maybe some water parks. It's almost like you're going down the slide with them in a water park. Anything that represents water, honestly. It's very emotional. So let's get into your reading. My name is Kat. This is my tarot channel. We'll be going over your past, present, future, your mind, body, spirit, your love reading, your light and shadow reading, and your oracle reading. So let's get started with your past, present, future. What is your past energy like, Spirit? The Four of Swords. You're keeping your cards close to your chest. You're keeping that in your past energy. You're keeping that as a part of your boundaries, so that way, if something does arise, that you know how to handle that. What is your present energy? The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so yeah, you might be having like an energetic shift where you feel like things are changing. You can't actually see it yet, but energetically, things are changing. Things are linking. People are channeling, okay? And maybe that's why you're having all these vivid, crazy dreams. Saucy. What's your future energy like? The Ten of Swords. I'm pretty sure this was the future card yesterday, but that to me is just telling me that chapters are ending. You are going somewhere new. You're either quitting a job, you're quitting a relationship, or both. Things are going to be happening very, very fast. Maybe that's why there's a lot of water in your dreams, but it is definitely in the near future card. Can I get a clarifying card, Spirit? Ace of Pentacles. Yes. This is a career switch up, boo-boo. Yes, this is a career switch up. You, sorry, I'm like, bam, bam. But like, you have decided that you're going to get out of the matrix. You have decided that the life that you're living right now, all these odd jobs, all these bare minimum wages, all these barely living by wages, it's not cutting for you. So you have come up with an idea. You have come up with a product to sell that is going to change your life forever. That is why this chapter is ending with the Ten of Swords. Love that. What's your mind going through right now? Collective. Let's do your mind, body, spirit. The Devil. So that to me is saying that you are looking for reasons to end certain things. Therefore, you can have like this internal conflict. This might be a childhood wound, like resurfacing for you. This might be one of those cards that kind of reflect that. Oh my gosh, and you know what? There's a chain right here. Remember how I said chaining earlier? And now I hear an airplane flying over me. And then there's a man and a woman. So maybe you feel chained down to a relationship and your mind is ready to, honestly, you're preparing for an ending. You're preparing for a fight, you're preparing for conflict, or you're just like preparing for an ending conversation. So that's what your mind's going through right now. What is your body going through right now? Collective. Okay, Five of Swords. Yeah, yes. This is also like an ending middle card. You're leaving a situation. You're about to leave a certain situation. You're leaving a couple people behind, but you're unsure about it, and you're unsure about how awkward this is going to be, how they're going to feel. You're in your thoughts about it. You're overthinking it. You're overanalyzing it because you want it to be perfect, but you can't have perfection because that's not real. Perfectionism is a trap. So we have to think, yes, I'm going through a lot of stress right now. Your body's obviously showing it. You might have some acne popping up. You might just like be pecking at your body a little bit, like your fingernails, maybe like you're pulling some hair, not showering when you should. That just came in. You're preparing for something here. What's your spirit like? Let's see what your spirit's like, collective. This is the Eight of Swords. You've been chipping away at this new opportunity that you're creating for yourself. And you've been so consumed by it that it's about to explode. It's about to pop off, I should say. You know it is, but you also know it's not going to pop off per se until you get your energy right, until you get your mentee right. Okay? How do we do that? How do we balance ourselves? And a lot of reasons why we can do that is by ending certain relationships with certain people via friends, family, or your actual romantic relationship. But you're in good spirits about it. I think you're more consumed with how you're going to advance your career than any other kind of situation. And then you're worrying about the rest after. That's what I'm getting. You're like, I want to focus on this, F everything else. So that was your mind, body, spirit. Oh gosh. This is kind of a mischievous reading right now. Let's get into your love reading. Let's do a 5-card spread. What's your role in this love reading? The Hermit. So you are being reclusive right now. You're thinking to yourself that, I'm good by myself. I'm processing all these thoughts. I'm journaling all these thoughts. I'm doing what I need to do. Who is this love connection? What is their role? The 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, this is someone that you used to work with or like you used to see very often, but they're not really there anymore. I feel like there's some sort of separation here, especially with the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is a collaboration card. Maybe you just worked really well together. What's the past foundation between these two, Spirit? I see a crow flying by right now. The 10 of Cups. That to me is telling me that y'all have seen each other in a family dynamic where you imagined you guys in a family together. And it was so fulfilling. It was so official. It was so loving, caring, all the things, okay? All the cups were filled. But that's in your past position. So let's see what the current state is right now. The 6 of Cups. So that to me is saying that it's like you guys are trying to find a resolution on how you can make this work. And currently, right now, this separation between you two is how this is going to work. I mean, y'all can't stop thinking about each other still. And y'all have been separated. So obviously, life is going to turn out the way it should, potentially for you guys to get back together. Not all of you. Not all of you. This is only a very specific collective. But if you guys work through the things that you need to work through, Spirit will bring you guys back together. So let's see what the future is. Judgment. Judgment Day, yes. That's what I mean, is like, if you do the things that you need to do for your mentee, for your life right now, things are changing, right? Especially with the Wheel of Fortune. It's in the present moment. If you do the things you need to do to help yourself, and they do the things to help themselves, then eventually y'all will come back together. And that is why the Judgment card is in the future position. People are celebrating this, okay? You're going to be celebrating this because it'll be the day that you finally realize, hey, I deserve this kind of love. I am light, I am the sky, I am the universe. I asked for a clarifying card. Yes, Serenity. Oh my gosh, that love reading was wild. Let's get into your light and shadow reading. What is this collective's light? Strength. Yes, yes, baby. And that is why the devil is on your mind, because you have the strength to say what you want. You have the courage to do what you want, because obviously, like, there's a lion on the strength card, right? And there's a crown too. I've just noticed that. This is something that is going to treat you right for the rest of your life, especially with the infinity symbol. Like, this is something that you're going to look back on and you're going to thank yourself, because if you didn't do this now, several years would go by and you'd be like, why did I waste so much time? Why did I waste all of that time? Because I've already wasted this much time already. What's your shadow? The Queen of Pentacles. You're still fighting with kind of that letting go of the money mindset of the, what's it called? The flight or fight mode. You're not in that mode, but your body still feels like you're in that mode. And so you feel like you're in a constant state of survival when really you're not. You're safe and secure. But that's your shadow, you're fighting this. So where are you growing? The Emperor, yes. This is fire energy here. You are learning to overcome these fears and these doubts about money, about financial insecurity, and you're learning to be accepting of where you are right now and being grateful for that. What energy needs releasing? Death. So that to me is telling me you're preparing for an end. Things are going to change. You are holding on to certain energies here where you're just holding on to hope that you'll get to see that person again, or you'll get to do just one more thing again with these people, and just maybe I'll get to see them one more time. But I don't think there's going to be an actual closure for you. I think it's just going to end, and that's that, and you're not going to see those people again. And you have to be okay with that happening, because you're not going to fully get the closure that you want, because Spirit has a better return energy for you. Be okay with this change right now. The ending is coming. It is near. And just in your mind right now, just think, that's not the closure I wanted, but maybe that's the closure I needed. So what is the next step forward? Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is all about being in the present moment, where you are right now, trusting the path that you're on. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? What would you do with this abundance? Fantasize about that. Let's go into your oracle for ending this message. I hope you liked it so far. If you've made it to this part, give me a purple heart. Let's see what the oracle has to say for you guys. Literally, I just said fantasizing a new world, and this says dreaming a new world into being. So you're birthing a new age, a new chapter that is going on right now. It's literally channeling. You're shifting right now. I keep saying that, but it's like it keeps coming into my head. Channeling. So do not resist the impermanence of life. Every moment must pass on. So the time is going to pass on anyways. So why not do the things that you want to do right now? There's a little moon here. Let me see if there's anything significant about the moon. Yes. This is a yes. Stop resisting the change. Stop resisting the death that is going to occur. Give yourself space to change. List the changes you've already made and the changes you want to make. Let's see, anything else? Any underlying messages, Spirit? The mountain. Ooh, there's a little crown here too. You're climbing this mountain. Oh my gosh. Let's read about the mountain. This is number 2. You might be seeing a lot of 2s lately. And there's a little lamb on the top. So maybe there's some form of innocence here. But this is the moment of truth. Look for the gift in the challenge. A mountain appears in front of you as your spirit prays for a vision. This is a time for action, daring, and great potential. You may not know exactly where you are going right now, but you do know that you need to keep moving. You know within your heart that you must travel into the unknown. You must lose yourself and move away from your comfort zone to break free. Right now, you don't need a big plan or an answer for everything. Trust that the path will appear as you start to move. Take the first step, then take the next step, and so on. Focus on the obstacle ahead of you and not the entire mountain. This change, this ending that's happening right now, you don't have to see the whole picture, okay? You don't have to see, like I said, the whole mountain. You just need to see the tree that you need to go around. You are protected. Oh my gosh, I had this the other day, the 4 of Stones. A lot of earth elements, victory. Yes, so this is definitely happening soon, and you are going to basically eat the fruits that you have planted, that you have nurtured and watered and bloomed, okay? You're going to eat the apple from the tree, and the world's not going to end. But you're not for everyone, and you need to embrace your weirdness and go for your true north, the true North Star. Follow the pull towards where you are right now. If you need to go outside, do your grounding and do your meditation, please do so, because it will reset your energy. Just literally, it's like touching the ground. It brings you a lot of clarity. The library. I love the library card. So you become who you think you are. You've reached a burning library, and what may seem like destruction is instead a blessing. Chaos is the door to transformation, and you can take this chance to free yourself from the heavy baggage of limiting beliefs you have about yourself. Perhaps at some point those beliefs were the voices of other people, but you must recognize now how that voice comes from you and follows you everywhere. So words and thoughts are powerful, and they can create a prosperous life or a prison for your heart. You'll see how the journey will become lighter as you shed these layers of yourself. I'm going to end that there. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Subscribe. Bye.